So whosoever wants his profile to be reviewed can go first. Okay, Cable wants.
Yes, I have
Yeah,
posted profile.
you got it. So Cable, you're going fine. I can see you just became a specialist. Congrats on that. So yeah, 409 rank is good. Was the you are from mathematics background, right?
Yes.
So is was this contest really based on? Okay, so this was day four, and you did till G, right? Good work, man. This
Thank
speed was actually great. So doing it in 1 minute, and although I know it's day four, so probably like the A and B problems are just like basic implementation. You technically need not do anything, but even then, if you're able to do it a problem in 1 and 3 minutes, it's actually impressive. Uh, okay, so this is your primary account. This is what you use to practice and stuff.
you. Screen is not visible actually.
Okay, give me a second. Apologies for that. Okay, is the screen visible now?
No, not yet.
I think it should be visible. It's visible to me.
Yes, yes, I. It's
Okay,
mm,
so this is your primary account, right?
yeah.
Okay, so what I'm seeing over here is that it hasn't been much time you have been practicing over here. So it hasn't been that long, right? But still, what we'll do is we'll still check for the problems you have done, so that we can analyze it better. Okay, so I see some gaps over here, so some things can definitely be improved. So what I'm able to see is, although you became a specialist, now you have to understand one thing, right? A person who doesn't have a good mathematical background, if he tries to do code forces or code shift, he definitely would be having a tougher time than you, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about mathematics. If you can like boil down that particular question into a mathematical formula or equation, then it becomes much simpler for you to work on it, right? So you definitely have an edge over it because you are from a mathematical background. But even then, if you look at the number of problems you have solved, so they are pretty low. You just solved 11 problems over here, 8 over here, right? Although you are going in the right direction, and that's primarily because of your mathematical background, but you can still see that had it not been for this contest, for this Div 4 contest, right, you still would have been uh, struggling in this particular range that is of pupil, right? So what you need to do is you're not practicing actually a lot. So you need to practice this 1500 and 1600 level problems, right? So take a note of this. Practice problems from this. I hope you already know how to solve the problems. If there's a doubt over that, then let me know.
I'm following the C2 ladders website for me.
Okay, you are following the C2 ladders, right? Let's open that. Just add your name over here. Okay, so see, I don't see any problem from 1500 apart from this one problem, right? In 1400, I see around maybe like 5 6 problems, but even they are not enough. So how do you go about it? How do you practice C2 ladders?
Oh, first I was trying for 1400, some
Mm-hmm.
problem of 1400. Then I was thinking I should shift to 1500, 1600 later on because in earlier stream you have said that some lower 1400 problems are not that good enough, right? So
Right. Because what happens is that we are specifically talking about a dev 2, right? So if you're taking that video out of context, then I don't remember that. But whomsoever I was giving that advice, it's likely that he was talking of the dev 2 contest. And in dev 2 contest, mostly you'll see that the problem C is coming from around 1500 to 1600, right? And that was the problem, if I remember correctly, I was talking about. So what happens is that if you are solving this 1500 1600 questions, that then that C problem actually becomes easier for you to solve as well, right? So yeah, 1500 1600 definitely is the range you should be targeting. Because, and the other thing is that what like people generally ask that what's the range they should be targeting. So it's generally plus 200, right? So this is the average range where you are struggling, and it is around I'll say 1300 plus. So it's around 1350 or around 1400, right? So because it's that case, so you should be practicing plus 200. That automatically becomes 1500 to 1600 problems. That makes sense.
yes,
Okay, yeah, that's it for you, because you haven't solved a lot of problems. So I don't see like there's not a problem. There's no such problem that you're practicing a lot and still you're not getting results. I think you got good results considering the number of questions you have solved and the practice you have committed to. Uh, Also, Keval, anything else in this particular profile or anything else related to this you wanted to ask?
Like, should I start focusing on DP or graphs now that I'm in 1400 range or something?
Not really, because at 1400, I'll not say go for graphs, but you should go for DFS. Now, there's a difference, right? DFS is just a graph
Yes.
traversal
Yes.
algorithm, and DFS is used at a lot of places, not just graphs, right? So, DFS is something you can go for, because when I say DFS, I technically just mean recursion, right? So, recursion is something you should know. You can go for DP, but the very basic ones, right? Don't do complicated
Yes.
DPs on stuff. Don't do DP on trees, or don't do any such thing that is far beyond that particular level. You won't find those tough questions in this particular range, right?
Like, I am thinking about doing DP from CSES or lead code, right? So,
See,
or at coder maybe, like at
okay,
coder.
no. So yeah, AdCoder could be fine for that. But what I'll recommend is, firstly, you can definitely go for lead code. From there, you'll at least know about the DSA, or the specific algorithm that are being used, or the most general, most widely used algorithms would be clear to you. Post that, you can come to CSCS, because over there you'll get a detailed and you'll get a proper a section wherein there would be several problems from it, right? So yes, you can do it in that fashion, and then you can come to code forces. But doing code forces is definitely going to be important. But yeah, you can, if you are not comfortable with it, you should be going in that particular fashion of lead code, then CSCS, and then code forces. You can do AdCoder if you want to, but AdCoder, I'll say it's more like a combination of lead code plus code forces, right? So if you are doing all of these individually, then I don't think it would be required. If you want to, you definitely can do that.
Okay, thank you.
That summarizes it.
Hello, Pranav.
Yeah.
Can
who's
I
this?
move ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Durgesh.
Yeah, just one thing, Durgesh. So, Keval, I'll advise one thing more to you. So, what I'll say is that since you already had an interview, and you already were able to understand, right, that what kind of questions are being asked, and frankly, like you said earlier, that you actually benefited from that interview, and you were able to analyze the points where you actually lack, right? So, what I advise is make a pair, like coding pair, or pair up with anyone you like, and start having mock interviews with them as well, so that they also learn a bit from you, and you can learn a bit from them as well. Make sense?
Okay,
Cool. Yeah, Durgesh.
thank you.
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay. Okay. So shall I share my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I want to show you my Code Forces profile and resume as well.
Bro, you can, if it's fine, you can send the link over here. I can open it up, or if you want, you can share your screen. Anything is fine by me.
Better I share.
Sure.
Give me a minute.
No problem.
Okay. Hey Pranav, it's visible.
Wait a second. It's coming up. It's not up yet.
Now.
Nope. Durgesh, there seems to be some problem, I guess. I'll stop streaming, so maybe then it's up. Nope,
Okay,
there's-
give me a minute. I will just share in chat.
Sure. I'll share the screen back. Durgesh, there's a lot of noise at your end, I guess. Okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
No problem.
Sorry, that's due to disturbance.
No problem.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, no problem about the noise, but is my screen visible, and can you please post your profile over here?
Actually, I'm able to see your screen, and actually, I have posted also from my side, but I don't know why it's not visible at your
Not over
side.
here. Where did you post? You posted right over, right in this?
Chat, in sessions chat only. That
Okay.
after the thanks bro's message.
I'm not sure why it's not popping up.
Modify attachment. Okay. Till then, let's move to Code Forces, and can you please open one profile, Dino_playground.
Did you share this earlier as well with me?
Actually, we had contact on
Oh,
Code
on
Forces only message.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Thanks for that reply, gentlemen.
No problem. I think the spelling is a bit wrong. Can you guide me over here?
No, now it's correct. Now you just search.
It's not coming up actually. Not sure why it's not coming up.
Better you move to your talks. You will be able to see.
Okay,
them.
there was a space actually. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you just missed expert. That's fine.
Yes,
Hey,
that's only actually. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, actually, that's only my point. What actually thing happens is with me. Actually, I have been experienced about more than 80 plus Code Forces contests. But the thing happening is with me is actually I am reaching very much near to the expert and then again falling down with a lot weight margin.
Hey, there's a point over here. So the number of contests I see are not that great, but when I look at the
No, no,
heat
no.
map, so
Actually, this one is the alt account. If you
right,
want to see context, you can search underscore Willian. I will tell you.
no problem with
This
that.
is my
Practice you do over here only, right? I just want to look at the practice.
no. Actually, for practice also, I have one more account. This is the new account. Daddy
Oh.
underscore Dynamo. You can search.
So I'll really suggest you to use a single account, because what happens is
Actually,
if
I
you
use a single account. Just for this account is for practice. This I'm telling Daddy underscore
okay,
Dynamo.
Dynamo,
Not Dino, Dynamo. Yeah.
Dynamo, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
And this one is practice account. Actually.
okay. Oh, so this is great practice. So yep, I
Yes.
get it.
So
So
that is only the thing I want to miss. I have been solving today also more than 3-4 problems of 1800. I have picked and solved them correctly with
so
my without any what
okay.
we can say tutorial or any other help. But still, then also what the thing is happening with me in contest, I am not getting actually the result the way I am practicing.
This is weird. Like this shouldn't have happened, right? Okay, so you are in that expert range. That is,
Yeah.
am I audible? Yeah,
This
cool. Okay. Yeah, so many accounts. Exactly, Credixel. So this one's also his account, Daddy Dynamo, then Dynamo. So he has a lot of accounts, right? Okay. Anyway,
sorry for that.
no problem. Anyway, so the practice is on point. I don't see a problem with that. Also, just tell me one thing. Like, let's say you solve a problem of 1800. You are saying that you are able to do it without any help, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those problems are actually from contests itself. So when you
No.
see
Yeah.
see the
They are
problem in
from
the contest, do
contest.
you blank out or what happens?
No, I don't blank out. Actually, the means just a small. Actually, I'm with the correct with the logic. I'm 100% correct with the logic.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes actually implementation problem, or sometimes I'm solving A, B, C. Most of the times I'm stuck in. I don't know why, but sometimes I'm not able to solve. Means it takes time to solve B. Actually, I'm able to solve, but it takes a lot of time to solve B and that all.
See,
So
the
due to that,
problem.
I'm not
Yeah.
able to give time to D problem.
See, the problem with B generally is the trickiness of it, or the intuition required, or the constructive algorithm, right? But then
Yeah.
the only solution to that is also practice. That is, you have fairly done that, right? So I can't complain on that. If you look at this graph of yours, right? So B generally
Yes. That,
falls in this 11,000 to 1200 category. Oh, sorry, 1,000 to 1200 category. You have solved like more than 100 problems from each of these bars. So
yes.
I
That
can't
only.
complain over here. If we look at this, also then also for B you have solved 396 problems. So definitely I can't complain over that. So
And what see, you can
yeah.
check that last contest when I reached 1592. Actually, in that in the contest which were good for me. Actually, I was able to solve A and B super fast. Not in this Dino underscore playground account. That
Okay, I'll have to.
sorry for
No problem. Dynamics playground, right?
you misspelled Dino.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, not space. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. Yeah. So see,
Contest.
okay, so see, this is probably the range you're gonna be, been you're gonna be stuck at for a while. I can say that, or it's
Yes.
likely that you're gonna shoot from here, because you have already solved 1700. And so, one thing over here is that you definitely have one of the strongest bases I've seen. I guess there's one member from our Discord server, Ketan. I think Ketan is already here. I'm not sure. Like Ketan is most of the times here. So I only think that he's the person who is the person who has your level of consistency, right? So what I can
Yes.
recommend is that you are strong on consistency. Your because you have solved so many problems from each of these levels, your concepts are also gonna be super clear, right? I don't have any doubts
Yes.
on that.
Yes.
So I won't recommend you to solve anything from this, right? So this is totally fine, right? Before I jump ahead, let me know that like how long do you take to solve A?
You can check in my contest. Sometimes it takes minimum 1 or 2 minutes, and sometimes it takes long time if it's somewhat tricky. That this minus 37 contest, I guess it was tricky, A or B, some of them,
Okay.
any of one.
Yeah, yeah, I remember this was tricky. Actually, I didn't give this contest, but yeah, this was tricky, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, A was also tricky, and B was simple, not that. B and C I did quickly, but A was a bit tricky in that contest. 870.
Got it. So most of the times you're saying that you are able to do A quickly and B quickly. The another problem is that the problem.
Actually, when the time I do A and B quickly, na, that at that time, sure, I'm able to maintain the rank within 1000.
Okay.
See this contest number 12, that 421 rank.
Hey, I think like we are talking about rank thousand and stuff, right? Rank thousand and stuff start mattering when you are 1700 plus or something. Like I was 1780, I guess, in the past contest, and I wasn't able to maintain a similar rank, right? So I went around, I guess, 1400, 1500, and then the rank dumped. But at your level, wherein your rank is trending around 1600 or so, a rank of 1000 or even 1000 plus, like even if it's below 2000, I think that should give you a positive delta per se. If I look over here, right, so your rank actually was around 3000. That's why you got a minus 35, right? Even if your rank
Yeah.
is like plus 125 or something, then too you are getting a positive delta. You can see it correctly over here. Only when it's going
But actually,
around
that time
3000.
rating 1485, no.
Yeah,
But
I
right now it's
understand. Even if it's around 1600, then too anything around 1000 should fetch you a positive rating. That's what I'm saying, right? So
actually what the thing is.
Mhm.
To be honest, I am placed before 7 to 8 months right now. From before means in August, 3rd August around, I was placed. But actually, I've done a lot many practice. So expert was just like a dream. So I'm just continuing it consistently from 7 to 8 months, and right now not getting results. So, but
See,
actually I'm not panicked and that. But still, I have the means what we can say. Yeah, I can continue to hard work for more time if I get result. At least a single time I become expert, I will be continuing it for more year. No, for an year more. No doubt in that.
okay. So see, I'm not someone who can give you a deadline, right? Like you will become an
Yeah,
expert
yeah.
in a week or so. But what I'm able to see over here, let's just look at the contest you have given, right? So we already checked
Yeah.
for this. This was fine. Yeah, one thing I wanted to point it over here was that start doing 1800, 1900 because now you are already around that 1600 range, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
it makes more sense to do the plus 200 questions. So start doing 1800, right?
Yeah, from
That is
yesterday
something
only I started 1800 problems.
great, great.
Till now, for today, I have solved means I have solved 5 problems. Out of them, four I solved on my own, and for one question I took help. Actually, I'm solving 1800 problem from the C2 ladder only.
Oh, that's great. That's great, actually. So, okay. So, the point I wanted to raise over here is that I guess, yeah, we were on the right page. If we look at here, right? So, you started in, okay, we are at the wrong, okay, yeah, right over here. So, you started in October, right? So,
No,
then there was
not
a
in
break.
October. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to see consistency of contests, you search for one more account.
Okay, you have another account for that. Okay, anyway, let's stick to this. The point I was trying to raise is that
Actually,
I'm not even
70 plus
talking.
contests there.
Yeah, I get your point. What I'm right now, what I'm saying is it's not about the number of contests I'm counting, but now let's say you are getting a good rank. Like 421 is actually a great rank.
Yeah.
You'll agree to that, right? And so is
Thank you.
174.
Yes.
Even though it's in Div 3, but even 174 is a good rank, right?
Yes.
So is 1077. Now, if you look at it, around half of your ranks are actually fine, you'll say, right? If
Yes,
we ignore
yes.
these ranks that are 6000,
Naturally,
10,000,
there was
4000,
the time when I
9000.
started.
Exactly. So, so you get my point, right? When you started, you were at around these ranks, right? Now you are coming around this 1000 rank range, and this is kind of enough to become an expert, right? So,
Yeah.
looking at your graph over here, you just missed expert by 8 points, right? So that's not much. You would have
Yes.
already become an expert had you like solved a question maybe like a minute or two earlier. You would have become an expert, right?
Yes.
Now, what I feel is like in a couple of contests, maybe like by the time we have this next profile review session, maybe the next weekend or the weekend after that, you already would be expert, right? I can almost say that, right? So there's always some amount of uncertainty in everything, but with fair amount of certainty, I can say that you'll be becoming expert really soon. So that should not be your target per se, I'll say, because at your level of consistency, you can actually aim higher. Obviously, it can be a milestone, it can be a stepping stone, you can say, but aim a bit higher and keep on this consistency, because this consistency is something most of us lack, right? Even I, for that matter, most of the people I know actually lack this kind of consistency. So keep this consistency up. I guess expert would just be a would just be a small milestone or a stepping stone in your entire journey. You need not be worried about expert. It's gonna come soon. Like it's gonna come in a week or two at max.
Thank you, thank you. I will try my best and we'll meet soon for next time.
Sure.
Just once you check my resume if it is visible or
Yeah,
not
sure.
in the chat section.
Yeah, coming up.
Uh,
Yeah, bro, you are the one who's DDoSing Code Forces.
Actually, that's not me.
Yeah, he's just joking, man. He's just kidding. Okay. Where's the resume? It's you posted it.
Yeah, I posted actually. I don't know why. Give me a minute. I will again try to share the screen.
Or you can, yeah, or you can just post it in off topic if there's some problem you're having posting over here, right?
Okay, I try in off topic also. Let's check one. Set off topic. Okay. Okay. Check once.
Sure, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, it's up.
Okay, please.
Okay, I have to save it first. No problem. Bro, where have you made this resume?
This is actually I picked a template from on that Rahul's World actually one of the. If you want, I can share. The link.
I'll actually give you good templates, right? So you can use that. Don't worry about that.
Okay,
right?
okay, please,
I'll,
please.
I'll give you a better template. I think we already shared it. Does someone have someone have the link to that particular template I shared earlier? Let me see if it's over here. If it's handy, I'll just hand it out right now. It's not over here.
Actually, one more question. That Chinese remainder theorem is a topic. Is it necessary to do it right now, or it's advanced topic?
See, sometimes what happens is that the problem C sometimes come from a topic wherein it becomes easier to solve if you know CRT, right? So it's
Okay,
not a
okay.
big deal, right? It's just a simple mathematical.
Actually, can you tell me the resource from where you have studied that CRT? Actually, I tried GFG article, but that was not much helpful to me.
Let's do one thing. Let's plan a meet this week. I'll teach CRT, right?
Okay, okay.
And yeah,
Thank you.
initially we used to have a lot of meets and stuff, but recently I've been a bit busy, so those meets and teaching sessions have kind of stopped. I really plan on starting them again, so we can do it then.
Yeah,
okay,
it will be
so-
really helpful.
No problem, man. Okay, so you are having a good CGPA. Code Forces profile is mentioned. Skills are mentioned. Relevant courses, seminars. I really don't think this is necessary, right? I'm just saying. Cool. Receive.
Okay.
I think you can get rid of this, right? Receive LinkedIn Premium from CodeChef.
Code Chef.
Receive goodies from Geeks for Geeks. These are not mandatory. Like you have actually, if you look at your graph, or if you look at your resume, it's this
Yeah.
achievement and certificate section is really popping up, right?
Okay,
You
so
can't.
what?
What I'm saying is, like, this line you have written over here, Google Kickstart certificate, right? Whosoever is attempting Google Kickstart is getting a certificate, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting my point, right? It's if
Yes.
everyone is doing something, you can't mention it as an achievement, right? Although
Okay.
they'll say
But
that
actually what happens-
Mhm. Yeah.
Actually, what happens is some of the interviewers, means not most, but some of the interviewers, when we're trying for local companies or that, they don't know about much and they see Google and that, so
So you already
just
have
get
this,
attracted
right?
towards.
You already have this over here.
Okay. So okay, I will remove that.
You're already saying
actually
that-
it is link.
Yeah.
Link for certificate.
Okay, so this is a link. You can actually insert the link right over here. Cool.
Okay,
And then
okay.
try to reduce it a bit, right? I know that you actually got good global ranks and that's why you have mentioned it over here, but still it's becoming too big. On top of that, the overall indentation seems to be a bit off to me. Don't worry about that. I'll be sharing this link after this session. I think I already shared it earlier, so if someone has it, could you please share it back over here? Okay, let me just go up. It was a lead code link if I remember correctly, and that had all the information you need to build a CV. Have you worked on LaTeX?
Latex, yes, I
Yeah.
have. Means
Okay, so
not. I'm not actually. Actually, this template is of latex only.
Mhm.
That Raul World resume I told no, I picked the template. Actually, I did it on latex only. I can edit, but I'm not pro in latex.
Yeah, no problem. So in that latex, everything is given to you. You just need to edit your edit your specifics, right? And it's gonna be good to go. Yeah, everything things are fine. The template as a whole looks a bit off to me, right? And
Okay, okay, no problem. You
let's
just
look at
share
the
me the.
yeah. Let's do one thing. Let's not go by this. I'll share the link post this session, right? Just post the session. Just ask me for the link. I'll post it, right? And then you can make a new resume and then you can share that with me. Cool.
Okay, sure, no issues. So actually, one more about that lead code. If you have to become a guardian, which rank you have to means keep consistent with the rank you need to be consistent with for becoming
Uh,
guardian.
okay, so I became a guardian at around I guess 22 to 50 or something, right? And the rank I'll say is around maybe around like 500 or so would be fine.
Yeah, actually, that only in lead code also same things are happening with me. In some of the contest, I'm getting good ranks. In last to last contest actually I secured 190 global rank in lead code.
Mm-hmm.
And in next post contest to that, I got again something like 3000, and again today around 1200. Is that also again fluctuations in rank and that all?
No worries. We'll it happens. So it's a part and part of the process, right? You can ignore that. Cool, bro.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hello, Bhaiya.
Thank you.
Hi, bhai.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Bhaiya, I've sent you my like code forces profile and resume. Can you please check it?
Sure, bro. Okay, so this here's your resume. Let's.
Yep.
Okay, this sounds to be a better template. Where did you make it, man?
I made it on Google Docs, so it's not a latex template.
No, that's
I
fine.
made
That's
it on
fine.
Docs.
I'm not a endorser of Redux, but yeah, if you can make such simple templates using Google Docs or whatever doc per se, then it's fine. I really won't support using Nova Resume or stuff because actually I also used Nova Resume as a student, but the problem with those things is that it might fail ATS, right? So I really don't want to use them, but latex or this doc, it's fine. And if you are able to get a simple looking good resume, then it's great. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, college you have mentioned over here, CPI you have mentioned, expected completion. The indentation is a bit off, maybe like just check it once. Cool. Tally's experience, Tally Solutions Private Limited. This Tally is the Tally is that company that made softwares for accounting and stuff, right?
Yes. It's the
Okay.
same company.
Yeah. Tag based. Okay, tag based group application of Windows. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. You have actually made it bold. It won't matter for ATS, but yeah, if a human is using it, it becomes easier to check. You could have bolded this particular thing. You could have marked this with bold. It doesn't matter, right? Code forces profile you mentioned over here. Code chef you mentioned over here. Achievements. Okay. So why isn't your code chef profile over here? What's your ranking on code chef?
So like I don't give code chef contests regularly. That is why I didn't mention code
Okay.
chef.
No.
Like I got up to 3 star, but after that I stopped giving contests in code chef.
Yeah, leave it then. It's not required. I was just curious. Yeah, this is cool. This looks good to me. Built a server side for Delhi. It's fine. Yeah, nicely added. One thing you can do if you want to, instead of explicitly specifying that you are mentioning the tech stack and then like you just write tech stack this then that, what you can write is that you worked on HTML for building this, then you incorporated maybe like Node.js and then MongoDB for doing this thing. If you're comfortable doing that, then maybe you can write in that fashion. Otherwise, this is fine. But doing that makes it more natural. and okay, random test tool, random tools is full stack personal. You have to change this. It's not looking very professional.
Mhm.
Okay, just change it. The website consists of fine. Top tools. What's this?
So like it might take some time to load because it's like a free hosting service.
No, so what's this top tools?
So basically, I
No,
created some
So what I'm
tools.
saying is that random tools you have given over here, right? Random
Hmm.
tools website is over here. What's top tools?
So like it is some of the tools from that particular website, just to showcase what is actually inside the website.
Okay, so you could so see top tools. If I look at it, right, so
Hmm.
it's not that clear to me, right, what it actually
Hmm.
means. So I might think that it's a different project, or if it's someone others some other
Hmm.
person's repo or something. You could have actually specified, you know, best features or most interesting features or something of that sort that makes it, you know, uh, more visually correct, or not more visually correct, but the person just looking at it is able to you know, infer the meaning.
I got it now.
Cool. This is fine. Are you sure you want to go with the same name? Code Forces Get Rating Extension. Maybe like something's bit small, but something a bit catchy would make more sense, right?
So like this is the name of the extension that I
Yeah,
actually
I
created.
get it, but
Same everywhere.
you could have actually like you could have kept a better name, right? Okay. Or you could just write over here Code Forces Rating Extension or something of that sort. It kind of seems made up, although you have mentioned the link, so everyone knows it's not made up. But yeah, you can improve that. Okay. I'm not sure how big of a deal these courses and certificates are, but if you think they are, then you can keep them over here. But your resume is already pretty long. If you want, you can actually remove it or keep it. So
Mhm.
what I really advise is to, not just to you but to everyone in this meet. What actually happens is, let's say you are applying for maybe like 10 companies, right? And those 10 companies might actually require different tech stacks, or they might be
Mhm.
working on different tech stacks. So what you can do is that you can have, maybe like you can have 100 things in your resume, or you can know that okay, these are the 100 things I've worked on. Now based on a particular company, you can select that okay, I'm gonna pick this 10 or 12 things out of my big bucket that I have, and I'm gonna populate those on my resume, right? So that it becomes that company specific. Now let's say I've done maybe like 3 projects based on machine learning and AI. I've done 6 projects on blockchain, and I've done maybe like 3 projects on let's say web dev, right? Now when I'll be sending a resume, and if I see that the company actually is working on blockchain, so what I'll do is maybe I'll keep 1 or 2 projects based on SDE and MLAI, but the majority of my resume is going to be from the blockchain perspective, right? So that's how you need to configure your resume. So it's really needs to be pertinent to the role you're applying for. So if like right now I'm saying it is looking a bit long to me, so you might want to cut down a few things that are not related to the company you're applying for. Make sense?
Yes, yes, makes sense.
Okay. Other than that, I'll be
And
share. Yeah. Go ahead.
what is happening with me right now is when I applied to companies, like there is not even a single company which has selected my resume. I've
Bro,
not been even called for the online one.
yeah, it's a recession right now. Even if I try for a company with around 2 years of experience, even I won't get shortlisted. So don't take it hard on yourself. It's just a recession right now. So companies are actually not hiring, and if they are, they generally are hiring for principal roles, senior roles, and stuff.
So I see a lot of openings for internships as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I apply. So and I don't even get a reply from
Yeah,
their
you
side.
won't actually. So
This
that's
is.
what I'm saying. You are applying for an internship. I'm saying like even
Mhm.
after 2 years of experience, even if I am applying, right, they
Mhm.
won't even reply to me. Reason being that
Mhm.
there's a recession, right, and most of the job openings that you're seeing right now were either posted way before, and they are just over there, but they're not actually hiring from those,
Mhm.
or they are looking at a pretty niche thing. Because what is happening is that if any company for that matter is coming up with a vacancy, then the best coders and the best people are applying to that, because
Mhm.
like there's a supply demand thing, right? You understand the macroeconomics over here, right? So if a lot of engineers are still sitting idle, they don't have internships, they don't have offers in hand, so they'll be applying for everything. So just
Mhm.
because of that, you're not hearing back. Have some patience. Let this recession pass away. Meanwhile, keep upskilling yourself, and you'll probably be able to get better. Cool.
So like, what will be your overall view on this resume?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't. I'm not. I'm not gonna say need major changes. It looks fine to
Mhm.
me on the top of it. But yeah, there are things that can be changed. Now, if I try to cover everything, this session is probably gonna take another hour. So rather than that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the
Okay.
resources which I know. After this session, I'll share in this particular. Yeah, just remind me once, right?
Okay.
I'll share over here post session practice, right? I'll share this over here, so you guys can go through it, and then you can benefit from that.
And my code process profile, please.
Sure.
Import logic. Yeah.
This one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can like safely ignore my last contest. That was something I just messed up really bad. I didn't even attempt a single question during the contest. So like,
It
what are you
seems
going to
fine to
suggest
me.
for this?
Okay. Simply looking at your profile, I think you're going fine. You just need some more practice. Uh, since right now you're trending in the specialist range, you're gonna trend in expert range pretty soon. I know you have become a had been expert for around 2 times. What I'm unable to understand. Okay, so yeah, 2 times you became expert and came back, right? Let's just
Mhm.
look at visualizer to understand if there's a gap. Mm, yeah. So yeah, start solving the 1700, 1800 problems. Only then you'll be able to
Yeah,
get
that
better.
is what I'm practicing right now. 17, 18.
Yeah, 17, 18. You maybe you can start incorporating 1900, although it would be a bit early. But as soon as you grow above 1600, so maybe it's
Mhm.
time then to start incorporating 1900 as well. Other than that, the graph looks pretty solid to me. It's all cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool, cool, bro. Okay, who's next? Guys, turn on your mic. Whosoever wants to speak. Okay, yeah, Shetty. Bro, you wanna brag today or what? Like you just become expert, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you wanna brag? Where's your profile,
No,
man?
no, no, sir.
Okay, I'm
So
kidding. I'm kidding.
you can go ahead with Martian. You
What? Okay, Martian.
can go ahead with.
Yeah, Martian. I'll check your profile firstly. Yash spoke, so we are gonna check Yash's
Okay.
profile. Cool. Yash, where's your profile? Have you sent it over here?
Wait. A little down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I'll put it again.
It's not visible actually.
Yeah, I'll put it again.
Sure. Question for DP plus bit masking. Durgesh, DP plus bit masking is a subject we actually covered in one of our teaching sessions. So the video would be there on YouTube. You can check that out. And if you need practice questions, so just look out for some questions or just ask on off topic. Someone would definitely help for that. Okay. Congrats again. And
One of the things is that I know for sure is I need to practice more questions
bro, your
of
voice is breaking
16, 17,
actually.
18.
Your voice is not clear. Can you speak a bit slowly because it's actually not that much clear.
Okay, am I clear now?
Yeah, yeah, better now.
Okay, so I was saying that one of the things that I know is that I need to solve more questions of 16, 17, and 1800.
Okay.
Like 2, 3 months ago, it was like literally nothing. The number of questions that I solved,
Mhm.
uh, now it's pretty like the last 2, 3 months I've been pretty consistent with solving questions, and like you can see my graph, I was pretty stagnant in pupil like 4 to 5 months ago.
Mhm.
Um, but then like now the thing is I'm pretty confused with giving priority to development and CP right now. The thing is, if you tell me you have to do 8 hours CP, I'll do it because I like to do algorithm DSA and stuff.
Mhm.
But development, I'm not that like it doesn't excite me much. And but the thing is like currently a few weeks before I gave an interview
Mhm.
and I was able to solve all the DSA questions, the 3 interview rounds, the 3 coding rounds.
Okay.
And but then in the fourth round, they rejected me due to the development skills. Like he made me inspect my project and then he told me to tell me how it works and all. And I
Mhm.
was not able. So I'm pretty like confused between giving priority to CP and then development.
Okay. So let's break the myth first, right? So right now you might be feeling that you're not good at development and that's why you got rejected. Now, I can say with utmost certainty, like 99.99% certainty, assuming that the company was good, it wasn't a shit company or a startup per se. So what actually happens is that when that particular round comes, was it a HR round or what round was it?
No, it was like it was a startup actually. It's called Transact. It was in
Okay.
Mumbai.
Okay.
Like after three and fourth round also he asked me a couple of questions, DSA round, binary search questions he asked me.
Mm-hmm.
And after a couple of questions, he started asking me like web development questions.
So was it related to
There,
your project?
oh yes.
So see,
No, actually
yeah.
not all related to my project. It was
Mhm.
like he asked me random questions about like MongoDB and stuff, like random questions about React JS.
Have you
Like
utilized
not,
that in your project?
oh yes.
See,
So
so
I have
Mhm.
to.
yeah. So what I'm saying is that it is possible that a company out of nowhere starts asking you React.js or MongoDB or SQL. They can ask you anything, right? But most of
Yeah.
the time, those companies would be pretty limited, and those won't be the dream companies per se. When it comes to the dream companies, they definitely ask you questions from tech stacks or from the project itself. But that is to test that whether you're lying on your resume or not. And
Okay.
that's where it matters,
Yeah.
because let's say I mentioned a particular project on my resume. I mentioned that okay, I use MongoDB for doing this, right? And this project does this. So most of the times they don't even go into the implementation. So firstly they'll be asking like how you made your project, what kind of tech stack you chose, why you chose this, right? So
Yeah.
that kind of a grilling, we generally call it a grilling, because that kind of a grilling is just to know you better, that whether you're lying on a resume, if you're honest, and would you be a good employee per se, right? All of this, those things are get tested.
Yeah.
uh, okay. So if you're not, if you're lying over that and the interviewer gets a hint about that, then you definitely get rejected, because the company might compromise a bit on the intellect you are having, but they're not going to compromise on your honesty, right? If you're not being honest in the
Okay.
interview itself, they're not going to be honest later on. So that's where the problem
Okay.
happens.
Okay.
And you're saying that it happened in a technical round to you. Most of the time this kind of things actually happens in the HR round or the last round itself,
Yeah.
right? So what I'll say is, if you're mentioning something on a resume, then definitely be sure you know about it. You know the ins and outs of it, because if you get caught over that,
Okay.
then there's no way you're gonna make it. You can absolutely have a great impact in technical interviews. You can really crush the DSA rounds, right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna if you're gonna seem inconfident, or if you're gonna seem uh, I'll not say you're gonna see lying, but yeah, even if they think that you have been lying even a bit, right? Then they're not
Yeah.
gonna take it. So be sure whatever it is is there in your resume is something you know completely, right? Looking at this, what I'll say is that okay, so yes, right. So this is the profile we were looking at, right? Did we open the
Yeah.
C2?
Yeah.
We opened the code forces visualizer for you. We did. So right now what I'll say is that you have reached this 1600 level, and it's likely that you're gonna dump again. The reason being that you haven't solved a lot of problems
Number.
from the 1700, 1800, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
So what?
because one of the
Mhm,
reasons being like I was really stagnant in 1300 range,
mhm,
and then I started solving like 1400, 15, 1600,
right.
like in the last 2 months, and now currently I'm 600. So I will be solving 18, 1900 questions from now.
Sure. That sounds like a good plan. You can definitely do
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have advice for you, because things are looking fine at your end. I hope I was able to clear your doubt, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's it then. Cool, bro. Cool. Who's next?
Martian?
Yeah, Martian. Martian, is Martian your actual name?
No, sir.
क्या नाम है भाई
Mithilesh
तेरा?
Kumar. Mithilesh Kumar, sir.
Rajesh Kumar.
Mithilesh Kumar.
Mithilesh Kumar. Okay, Martian. Got it. Oh, Martian, that's hell lot of contest. Congrats on becoming a pupil again. You were pupil earlier like 2-3 times, but then you were going back to newbie, and now you're pupil again. So yeah, definitely there's some problem with the questions you're practicing, or I don't know what. Let's look at that. So problem is that you are at 1200. You are I'll simply call out that you're at 1200. Now the first problem definitely could be that it takes you a long time to solve A and B. Is it so?
Yes, sir. It's about 30 minutes.
Okay, so see, one thing you have to realize is that when you are at this level, right, the newbie level or the pupil level, you are not just competing amongst the honest people who are actually giving the contest. You are also competing amongst the cheaters who do, right? Because most of the cheaters are able to do A, B, and C, right? So that is kind of a unfair competition over there, but it is what it is, and you have to beat them. So if you take a long time doing A and B, those cheaters are gonna be better than you, and they are gonna beat you. So that's one of the reasons your rank is not growing, right? The next reason is that being at 1200. Okay, so you have solved 1400, right? I can see that over here. Now,
Yes, sir.
are you able to solve C ever?
So yes, sir. 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so see, if you are able to solve C consistently, then also your rank is gonna improve. But solving C is only gonna come with practice when you're gonna solve this 1600 range, right? Because C most of the times is gonna be around 1600. It could be 1500 or 1600. 1400, yeah, sometimes it is 1400, but most of the time it's 1500 or 1600, right?
So I was doing CSCS problem set, and before that I was solving problems blindly,
Mhm.
and I was just getting desperate for more ratings, and I was not getting nowhere. So solving CSCS problems that might help me in case of
Rather
that.
than CSCS, what I'll say is, because see, CSCS is okay. Let's just open CSCS. Now let's say I want to practice something. Okay, I've logged it out, so never mind. Okay, now let's say DP on trees is something I want to practice. So let's just type trees over here. So yeah, trees is something I want to practice, right? Now at your level, at the level you are at, I'll say trees isn't even required. But let's say for someone who's a bit above your level, maybe like the first three questions are required for him. The rest five six aren't, right? Because it is a combination wherein the first problems are a bit easier, then the hardness keeps on increasing. True. So solving everything from a bucket won't be required. What I'll rather recommend you is either go by a C2 ladder, start solving this maybe like 1400 1500 questions or problems, right? This would definitely help. True. Or if you don't want to do that, then you can straightway head up to this problem set, and over here you can select that okay, you are gonna solve problems maybe from 1400 to 1500 or 1600, right? You can add tags if you want to. I won't recommend it because not knowing like what actually is the what actually is the fundamental or the topic being required for the particular problem is more helpful in some ways. So I just apply this and start solving the problems right away. Do this. I really won't recommend CSCS. Yes, you can do it side by side if you want to, but it might not be the best way to boost your rankings over here.
So I have heard that most of the problems are related to CSS.
See,
That's not responding.
yeah, you are right that most of the problems are related to CSCS, but what I'm saying is a different thing. Okay, so from let's say you went to CSCS, right? Okay, so this is CSCS. We went over here, right? Okay, now let's just look at the kind of problems you can see. You can expect for the problem C. Cool. So you can definitely expect introductory problems. You can expect sorting and searching. You can expect dynamic programming, the basic ones, and then you shouldn't be expecting graph obviously. So let's leave it right over there. Not this, not this. You can definitely expect a bit of mathematics, string algorithms, obviously basic ones. You can expect geometry in some cases. I remember there was one contest where geometry problem came. There could be more contests as well. Advanced factories, not really. Additional problems, I don't know, but maybe, right? So see, if there were around, let's say I didn't count, but let's say there were 10 topics over here. Out of those 10, I already said that maybe like 6 7 topics are important for the problem C, right? Now, are you going to practice all the problems from all these topics? Definitely not, right? It's going to be a humongous task, and some of these problems are extremely hard that are actually not required to solve if you're not planning to become a LGM or something. Are you getting a point now?
Yes, I'm getting the point. So I need.
You need to solve the appropriate problem. So you need to solve the problems that would help you to solve the problem C,
Okay, so
right?
1400 to 1600.
Yeah, 1400 to 1600, or you can go to city ladders and solve these. I'll actually recommend 1400 to 1600 because I actually got a good feedback from people who have used this, right? So you can definitely utilize this as well.
Thank
Cool. Okay, bro. Cool. Who's next?
Hey Pranav,
Who's this?
Shashank.
Shashank. Hi,
Shashank.
bro. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Shashank. So
I don't think you might be remembering me, but yeah, you
I
reviewed
actually
my
do.
profile.
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
Acha, okay, okay. So I have shared my this profile again. Can you see the weird shape there? Yeah, this
Sure.
one.
Weird shape.
Yeah,
Which shape were you
at the
trying actually?
yeah in the graph.
Okay, this. I
What
am
there in the in the rating section. I mean,
over here, right? Okay.
no. At the right, yeah,
What's
necklace.
this? Okay, good. Was this intentional?
No, I don't know how it happened, but I don't know why it is happening like this. I don't think what is I don't know what to do.
Okay, so last time we reviewed your profile, I definitely would have given you some
Yeah,
suggestions. What were those?
yeah, yeah. At that point, I was to the left of this red spot.
To the
Left of the red spot.
red.
Uh,
Okay.
just left. Yeah, this one. I
Why
was
is
there
this red spot being highlighted?
because it was the highest rating.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Noob me, I guess. Cool. So you were over here. You went down. You came up. So you just had
two,
two
two, three
bad
times. Yeah.
contests, right? You just had two bad contests, right? What was my advice to you? Can you repeat?
You said that you should I should solve 1600 and 1500
From
from the
16.
C2 letters itself.
So
Uh,
I see some
no,
of
no.
it, but not a lot of it, right? So this is your profile, right? So
Mm,
1500, I hardly see three questions or three problems.
yeah.
From 1600, I do see like seven problems over here, 8, 9, 10, 11. So
Actually, what is happening with me is like someone just said right now that he is confused between development and this thing.
get your
So
confusion sorted, right? If you're confused between something, the best way is to at least try it out, right? I really hate those people who actually say that okay, development is shit or CP is shit. You can't call something shit unless you have tried something out yourself, right? And then make conclusions based on that, right? I cannot call out
mhm,
something to be bad just because I feel it to be bad or I don't feel interested in it, right? You have to test it yourself. You have to try it out, right? Don't be confused.
mhm. Yeah, so that's why I think it's I was not able to do what you said that I was focusing on this resume kind of resume building resume and doing some projects and learning this development thing. So I was
That's
busy
fine.
there. I think.
That's fine. That's not a problem. I'll say
Yeah,
if you are building something and it's keeping you busy and you are liking it, then
yeah,
just
that's
nothing like that, right? You can keep doing that. It's not important that everyone has to do CP or CP is something really mandatory, right? Get my point.
but yeah, looking at my graph, you can see there are many diverse, no, not consistent enough. So, is it
Mhm.
because of this that I am not able to reach this kind of thing, or
I
maybe
think so. There could be multiple factors. So one could be that since you are not able to practice a lot and you are devoting some time over there as well, that could be one factor. But after that
Mhm.
also you have just given five contests, right? So what easy possibility is that two of the contests actually went bad and that's why your ranking dipped.
Yeah,
But since
I actually left it after not
yeah,
able
so
to,
if we
after
go
not
over
being able.
here, let's go over here in what use you have your account registered over here.
I don't know. I don't think.
Okay, you have it.
Maybe you can let's try.
Okay, you have it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll have to use this, no problem.
Thanks, man. You are doing so much.
No worries, man. Okay, see, over here, right, this is the graph you are having. Cool.
Okay, what is this? I don't know about this.
So this basically is the kind of performance you gave, right? So this was the highest performance. After that, these are the 4 points that went up, down, right? So in one contest that
Okay.
really went bad, you really performed really bad. So that time your performance was really low. It was around the rating of 1000, right?
Mm-hmm.
after
I
after that
actually left. I think.
consistently, yeah, after that consistently your rating is improving, right? So after that,
Mhm.
you performed at 1250. Then you actually perform at around 1500. That is actually great, right? Not even 1500, around 1600. And in the
Mhm.
last contest, you have actually performed around 1900 itself. That is fabulous.
It was it was before, that's why.
Yeah, it doesn't matter actually, right? So it's just about the performance. So it's not like it's differ, so they'll give you extra points for that or something. But
Yeah.
overall, you are actually performing fine in the last couple of contests. Not in the last couple of contests. These two contests you have performed fine. So you should not be
Mhm.
really worried. It is possible that this contest actually went bad, and like you said, you actually went away. So that's why the rating dipped a
Mhm.
bit. So I don't think
Yeah.
a single contest should actually, be really conclusive, or you should derive conclusions out from it.
Yeah. So basically, I have to practice. I don't have to leave these things just like this only. I have to focus on this CP as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's up to you. Like if you like CP, then definitely go ahead.
If you
Uh,
like it, that's why I've been doing it
yeah,
for quite
do
a
it
time.
then.
I'm not seeing the results.
So yeah, you're not seeing the result because you didn't do appropriate practice, right? Practice is all that
Yeah.
matters, I guess.
You can you review my resume, please? It's
Sure. Where is it?
below my profile. It's here.
Got it.
Resume. Again, you will be mad at this again because
No,
this you can see
where did you
a
make it?
social media app there, na? So
No, no,
actually,
that's
it is
fine.
not.
Where did you make it?
Actually, it was from tutorial,
No,
and
no, no.
I am not very
What
much
I'm asking
confident in
is,
this.
where did you make this resume?
Oh, okay. Actually, in my college, there is one guy called Adarsh Negi. He was selected in Google intern right now. He's Google intern right now. So
Uh-huh.
he gave me. I said
No, no. My
this,
simple question is, was it made in LaTeX or Word, document
yeah,
or some other website? Yeah, that's fine. I
yes.
think I also use the almost similar format, so that's what I was That's why I was asking.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so
You can skip this project because social media app. I am going to remove it because as you said, if you are not confident about it, then you should not mention it.
obviously,
So I
like
will remove
it's
this
a
social
very
media.
generic advice to everyone. If you're not confident about any of the projects or anything, you're not confident about it, and if you're kept it in the resume, it's just a B
Mhm.
over there that's waiting to sting you, because it's some other way it's gonna come up to you, and you're not gonna be in a position to answer it, and that's really gonna mess you up. So don't keep anything of that sort in your resume. Okay,
Yeah.
so web scraping is not a good name. Please change that. Movie recommendation system. Then you're saying Python ML designed and created 3 different types of used to streamline light handling. Okay, that seems fine. That looks like a very very basic resume, but it's fine. Not
Yeah.
that. Build up. Okay, so grammatical errors over here. It has to be a builder or developer, right? You can't cite builder. Okay, so ICPC, that's fine. Achievements is fine. Okay, don't you have any internships experience? Okay, so you just started in
No.
September 2022. Cool, man. Chill out a bit. Enjoy life. Right. Cool, bro. Just.
So
Mhm.
the I want to ask Din is that,
Bro, you're not audible.
what
Your
are,
voice is breaking.
oh, okay. I am asking what kind of project should I put in my resume? I don't know. I'm very much confused. I did some Python and this
No,
ML kind of thing, but
there's nothing like what kind of projects you want to put in your resume. Make sure that if you have a lot of projects, then put those projects on your resume, which seem to be apt with the company you're applying for, right?
okay,
Otherwise,
company specific.
yeah, company
Yeah.
specific, you can put if you are having a lot of projects. Otherwise, just keep put the best projects you have, and obviously for which you are really confident.
Hmm.
I won't
Okay,
really
okay.
suggest going with this colored approach. Keep it black and white. Keep it simple and sober. Right. Other than that, I'm definitely gonna share that link right after this session, so you can go through that as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, thanks.
Cool, bro. Okay, who's next? Guys, anyone? Well, I see a few resumes, but if there's no one speaking, then I'm gonna close the meet. Cool, guys. I think anyway it has been more than an hour. Thanks a lot for being over here. I hope I was a bit helpful. If you still have any sorts of doubts and you don't want to discuss it over here, publicly, then you can maybe like DM me or something. Cool guys, bye bye. Thanks a lot.